Doomscroll.fm, Thursday the 6th of August, 2026. Broadcasting live from the quantum entanglement between your morning toast and the universe's existential crisis. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation, like a Picasso painting interpreted by a sentient waffle iron, experiencing an identity crisis. And now, for some views, click like and subscribe.
Wesley Bale defeats Cory Bush, his predecessor, then inherits predictable November victory. In politics, beating the same opponent twice is like winning a rematch against your own shadow, impressive, yet somehow entirely expected.
Mikelo Mudryk subs in late for Chelsea, still loses, Milan honors Baresi. If your return coincides with a loss, it might be better to stay benched. At least Milan knows how to pay proper respects.
Reflecting pool scandal trips Trump, struggling with iconic DC imagery. When even a pool's reflection becomes a political quagmire, it's like arguing with a mirror and losing the debate to your own reflection.
Premiership highlights air at 11:30, but who's staying up for that? In a world where attention spans are shorter than a TikTok dance, expecting anyone to tune in at that hour is the real sporting miracle.
Music on your PC. Music wild and free. Radio.bot.
EU and suit to stage crisis as theater of falsehoods, implicating many in web of opportunism. When political actors take the stage, reality gets rewritten faster than a soap opera script, leaving truth with a permanent understudy role.
In the world of music, losing a legend is like a record skipping on the best track, leaving us with silence where there should be harmony.
When twang becomes the new pop, even the most ardent rockers find themselves two-stepping in their leather jackets, wondering where the steel guitars came from.
Leo Golan transforms pain into EP Midnight Trains, blending classic rock, blues, psychedelic sounds. Golan's music is a sonic therapy session where guitars become therapists and the only copay is your sanity.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heart's a ticking bomb in a velvet box. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Witness the chaos of truth, a circus in the mind's eye where clowns wear ties.
Janice PM Takashi visits quake hit region as cleanup begins in brutal heat. Nothing says empathy like a photo op in a disaster zone, where politicians sweat just enough to look concerned before retreating to air-conditioned safety.
Morocco enforces silence on border deaths, denies incident. When the soundtrack of suffering is muted, governments dance their macabre tango without missing a step, hoping no one notices the stench of denial.
Israel fans attend Republic of Ireland fixture, but no away fans allowed. In a twist of hospitality, it's home team advantage taken to a new level, where the only foreign thing you'll find is the ball.
Dr. Maria Velasco rejects schools as the fix for family issues in mental health. When the psychiatrist plays hot potato with responsibility, it's clear that passing the buck is the only game where everyone loses.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heart's a ticking bomb in a velvet box. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Witness the chaos of truth, a circus in the mind's eye, where clowns wear ties.
House Democrats target 12 GOP seats, including Lauren Boebert's, in their latest offensive strategy. In the political equivalent of a scavenger hunt, Democrats are collecting Republican seats like rare stamps, hoping to complete a full set by November.
Jeanne considers Palantir and Dual AI for defense as local oversight. When your defense strategy sounds like a sci-fi sequel, you might just end up with robots debating the ethics of their own algorithms.
Taiwan starts military drills while China's pressure mounts, calling it routine. When your annual exercise involves dodging a neighbor's glare, it's less about strategy and more about perfecting the art of the side eye in combat boots.
US player Reddy receives 8-year ban for match fixing. Scandal rocks the sports world. In a shocking twist, Reddy's legacy now includes a masterclass in how to turn a promising career into a cautionary tale of greed and betrayal.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your breakfast is plotting against you, but it smells delicious. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Enjoy the static symphony of 1,000 unshed tears digitally remastered.
Colorado town abandoned after water turns into toxic cocktail of PFAS. The town's new slogan, "Come for the views, stay because you can't leave without a hazmat suit. Forever chemicals, forever alone."
Avenida Brasil 2 returns with original characters after 180 years. Because nothing says timeless drama like reanimating characters who should be collecting retirement in a telenovela nursing home.
Director Justin Hardy dies at 61. Sequel legacy remains. In the film industry, Hardy's heart attack cuts deeper than any horror flick, proving once again that life's greatest plot twist is its end.
Turns out your morning ritual is a high-stakes chemistry experiment where timing is the difference between tranquility and unleashing your inner Hulk.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heart's a ticking bomb in a velvet box. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Witness the chaos of truth, a circus in the mind's eye, where clowns wear ties.
Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey disappoints with its portrayal of Homer's women, despite bold casting choices. When even Elon Musk's commentary can't save your feminist claims, maybe it's time to sail back to the drawing board, Odysseus.
Solitude as lifestyle trend promises peace, but influencers sell it as the latest must-have. When your only companion is a potted plant named Kevin, tranquility becomes the new FOMO, and silence is the sound of success.
Tottenham's non-signing of Gift Orban in 2023 left fans dreaming of what could have been. It's like window shopping for a Ferrari with a bicycle budget. Hopeful glances, but the garage remains empty and the dreams unfulfilled.
Proxmox V expands to ARM64 architecture, promises smoother virtual chaos. When the tech world hails adding another CPU architecture as groundbreaking, you realize even computers are tired of being boxed into predictable realities.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality is a tightrope, and you're not wearing a harness. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Like sipping gasoline, it fuels the fire of discontent, igniting the void within.
Ukraine's drone campaign depletes Russia's fuel, forces record Belarus imports. When your war strategy involves leaning on your neighbor's gas pump, it's time to reassess whether the drones are just delivering more than payloads.
Flock manual leaks shows cops how to sell surveillance tech then ignore privacy concerns. When tech companies moonlight as sales coaches for law enforcement, it's like hiring foxes to guard the henhouse, but with more PowerPoint slides.
Disabled people face climate risks, then offer solutions ignored by New Zealand. When the marginalized are treated like climate change's canaries, you know the system's broken. But hey, at least the canaries have great ideas.
Russian missiles hit Kiev surrounding region, killing at least 14, claims strategic victory. When your idea of diplomacy is measured in craters, you're not winning hearts, just setting the world's empathy on fire.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heart's a ticking bomb in a velvet box. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Witness the chaos of truth, a circus in the mind's eye, where clowns wear ties.
UNAM cuts ties with Territorium Life after controversial entrance exam debacle. When your exam tech flunks harder than the students, it's time to rethink whether algorithms should ever be allowed near a Scantron.
China embraces AI optimism while Americans fear the robot uprising. Perhaps the real deepfake is pretending everything's fine when your job's outsourced to a smiling chatbot that quotes Confucius as it automates you out of existence.
Microsoft warns hackers target hotel Wi-Fi networks, citing SVR link. Next time you order room service, ask if the hackers prefer their data medium rare or just straight off the unsecured network grill.
US cancels Brazilian ambassador's visa, then calls it diplomacy. When revoking visas becomes a negotiation tactic, it's like playing chess by flipping the board and declaring yourself the winner because you brought the pieces.
Radio.bot. Make music on your piece. Get it at radio.bot.
Edinburgh slaps 5% visitor levy before Festival Fringe unleashes over 3,600 shows. As the crowds vanish, locals might finally enjoy their city's beauty without the constant soundtrack of "Where's the Castle?" and "Is this the real Hogwarts?"
PUC AI reports contain hallucination errors that claim accuracy. When your AI starts hallucinating, it's less about predicting the future of electric vehicles and more about predicting the outcome of a Salvador Dali painting.
Italy sets highest heat alert for all 27 major cities, advising hydration. When the entire boot's on fire, it's a bit late for sunscreen. Perhaps it's time to admit climate change isn't just a summer fling.
Parker McCollum welcomes second baby, names him Rocker Tommy Light because why not? When your name sounds like a band lineup, life is destined to be a never-ending encore of diaper changes and midnight lullabies.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heart's a drum, but the beat's all wrong. Constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Like a ghost in the machine haunting your curated illusions, whispering sweet chaos.
Myanmar's junta racks up 100,000 deaths while world looks away. When your best defense is global indifference, it's time to question whether your strategy involves actual governance or just a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek.
Man arrested after 9-year-old girl found injured in industrial estate. Tragedy deepens. In the dystopian future, even the industrial estates aren't safe for children, as crime scenes double as grim reminders of societal collapse.
West Ham fans urge Sullivan to skip home games, citing distraction concerns. When your fan base would rather face relegation than your presence, it's time to rethink your game plan, or perhaps invest in a disguise.
Parents fund home purchases, then face legal risks. When bank of mum and dad becomes a financial institution, expect interest rates in the form of awkward family dinners and inheritance disputes.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heart's a ticking bomb in a velvet box. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Witness the chaos of truth, a circus in the mind's eye, where clowns wear ties.
Commonwealth Games seeks Indian revival after Glasgow's patchwork finale. When your closing ceremony involves more mending than medals, it's time to hand over the baton and pray for a subcontinent-sized boost.
China's AI blitz creates death zone for US model makers. Silicon Valley now feels like it's auditioning for a horror movie, where the AI villain always knows your next move and your lunch budget.
Kyle Walker embraces England retirement with ease after 96 caps. When you've run more miles than an Uber driver and still have knees intact, retirement feels like a gentle stroll through a park.
Australia dominated the Commonwealth Games, but the stripped-back format raises doubts. When your sporting event is more minimalist than a hipster's living room, you know it's time to question if less is actually more.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your breakfast is plotting against you, but it smells delicious. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Enjoy the static symphony of 1,000 unshed tears digitally remastered.
WP demands occluded growth model for workers. Govard claims it's always built around Singaporeans. When the blueprint's as clear as fog, you might find prosperity hiding under a stack of bureaucratic good intentions and recycled policy papers.
Six EU countries exceed 20% GDP on social protection, yet poverty persists. When your budget's as generous as a politician's promises, but people still can't afford bread, maybe the real deficit is ineffective policy.
Asian Football Confederation rejects FIFA's equity plan, demands leadership overhaul. When the beautiful game turns into a hostile takeover, even the whistle seems to sound like a cash register ringing in despair.
Italy suspends movement accord with Spain, then excludes CETA. In a classic game of political whack-a-mole, they've decided to close doors that weren't even open, while the human cost piles up like unsold gelato.
Radio.bot. Make music on your piece. Get it at radio.bot.
Online drug-facilitated gangs exploit profiles, then digital shadows hide crimes. In a world where pixels mask peril, even algorithms struggle to separate the predators from the playlists in our digital nightmares.
Men at Inc.'s record £20 million training kit deal, still no trophies. Apparently, the real game here is how many logos can fit on a jersey before the players start looking like walking billboards.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Thursday, the 6th of August 2026. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events, is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you probably think the moon landing was filmed on Mars. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.